Hey everyone, Chris here from the Sonic Spectrum. Today, we're taking a look at the Yorkville Parasource PS10P. I've been curious about this speaker because the Parasource series has been part of Yorkville's lineup for many years and has earned a strong reputation amongst musicians, production companies, and rental houses. I recently rented a pair out to find out for myself what is all the fuss about the speaker. As you can see, these particular units have definitely plenty of action over the years. They've got some scuffs, some scratches, some wear and tear, and even one of them is missing the logo from the front grille. Well, that's usually a sign, guys, that the speakers have spent a lot of time on stages, more than others. But appearance only tells one part of the story. So I brought them into the studio to see how they perform with playback music and live vocals. The Parasource PS10P was introduced by Yorkville back in January 2013 as part of their premium powered speaker lineup. It was designed for professional users who needed reliability, portability, and great sound quality in a compact package. One thing that immediately stands out is that these guys are manufactured in Canada. Yep, something that Yorkville has built a reputation on for decades. Today, the PS10P sells for around 1,369 Canadian or about 1189 US, which definitely puts these more in the premium category for a 10-inch powered speaker. That is a significant investment, guys, so the big question is whether it delivers the performance to justify that price tag.
Today I'm doing a Greek festival. As you can see behind me, we're setting up. Over here, those speakers I rented were the Yorkville Parasource PS10P, and I put them through their paces today. Again, it's not a very big outdoor festival as you can see here, but I'm curious. The little testing I've done so far, they actually handle really well, and for a 10-inch powered speaker, the amount of bass that's coming out of them is actually a little surprising. Practicing them or playing them in my home studio and then putting them out here, you definitely see a little bit of a difference here. I thought that the bass would get lost, but it's actually holding up really well. And under the pavilion, it's obviously helping keep that bass centered in there. So let's see how today goes. Just wanted to do a quick little video to see how the Greek festival goes. I'll be performing today, singing every half hour for 5 hours. So yes, I won't have a voice tomorrow, so I'm doing it now so you guys can hear me clearly. As you can see, the sky is dark. It's been raining on and off. There's thunderstorms this afternoon, so I'm not feeling the best, of course, but you know what? When we're hired to do something, we do it with a smile, right? Yeah, have you guys, comment below, have you guys ever done an outdoor festival and you plan, and then the day of it starts pouring, and then you're worried about your electronics getting wet and all the moisture in the air, trying to protect my speakers? That's definitely put a damper on me a little bit as I'm setting up this morning with this. But yeah, comment below, guys. Have you had that before? You know, you show up, it's raining now. As I'm doing this video, it's starting to rain again.
Let's take a quick look in the back and see what is going on. So starting here, we have our rocker switch, powered. This is only a powered unit. Moving on up, here's our heat sink. So fanless back here, right? And a very simple mixer section. So you got a master level, right? You've got your link out, input. I can stick my mic there. I got my volume, okay, line level with RCA or 1/4 inch. I've got my power, limit, and clip light. So very simple here, guys. And then a little bit of DSP. We got a with sub, club, or concert DSP, so 2 options. Mixer enable, and that's it. Very simple. They're keeping it simple back here. Once I started listening through music through these speakers, I immediately understood why they've maintained such a strong reputation and following. The overall sound signature is, to my ears, balanced, clean, and professional. The highs are detailed without becoming too harsh, and the mid-range performance is where I think this speaker really shines. Vocals sit right in front of the mix with excellent clarity and articulation. That 10-inch ceramic woofer paired with the 2-inch voice coil seems to deliver that kind of level of vocal presence that's genuinely impressive. Now, whether I was listening to live recordings or acoustic tracks or a full band mixes, vocals remained clear and easy to understand. Looking at the specifications, there's a lot going on under the hood. The PS10P features an advanced, high-efficiency deep excursion 10-inch woofer with a 2-inch voice coil, and for the high frequencies, Yorkville uses a German-made 1-inch compression driver with both thermal and peak protection. Coverage is provided by a 90 by 7 degree ABS horn, helping spread sound evenly throughout the room. Power comes from a high-efficiency bi-amplified Class D amplifier delivering 800 watts continuous. The speaker is capable of reaching an impressive 127 dB max SPL or 124 dB continuous, while weighing only around 40 pounds, a little on the heavy side, but doable. That's subjective, guys. One feature I really appreciate is Yorkville's passive cooling design. Unlike some other speakers on the market, like there's no fans back here. There's no fans kicking in, right? The PS10P operates without any cooling fans at all. Well, that means complete silence back here. When you're using them in quieter environments, or if you've ever done a corporate presentation or acoustic performance or recording sessions and heard that speaker fan humming away in the background, we've all heard it at some point, you'll understand why this is a nice feature to have. It's simple, but it's all in the details. I also spent some time singing through these in my studio, and yeah, honestly, I think this is where I think the speaker separates itself a little from many of the competitors. Some powered speakers can make vocals sound thin, brittle, or overly aggressive. The Parasource sounded smooth and natural while still cutting through clearly. The transition between the woofer and the compression driver is seamless, and everything feels cohesive, that's the word. My voice sounded full, detailed, and easy to hear, even when I was pushing it, right? It didn't feel like I needed more volume to be heard. So if you're a musician, singer, worship leader, public speaker, I think you'll appreciate what this speaker brings to the table. It's one of those rare speakers that seems to flatter vocals without coloring them too much. Okay, just doing a quick vocal test with the Parasource through the QLXD with the Shure SM58 capsule. Just to give you an example of what it sounds like, just speaking through it, we're running dry. Bass is rolled back to about 10 because I have a bassy voice. Treble's about halfway. This just gives you an idea. I'm recording it on my Shure MV88 to capture what you're hearing in the room. I'm about 4 feet away. So yeah, just a quick little vocal spoken word test with the Parasource series here, 10-inch. As far as the bass performance from this 10-inch powered cabinet, you're not going to replace a dedicated subwoofer, and nobody is throwing EDM festival with a pair of these alone, with EDM music. If you are, please invite me, because I'd love to see how that works out. But for live music, small bands, small events, acoustic performances, background music, and general PA duties, there is enough low end in this speaker to satisfy most. And most importantly, the bass remains controlled and tight as the volume increases. The cabinet feels solid, even when pushed harder. Nothing sounds strained, no vibrations either from the plastic cabinets. So with the little time I've had them here with the rental, my final verdict, I think the Parasource series absolutely impressed me after spending time listening to music and singing through these guys. I can understand why they've remained respected for part of Yorkville's lineup for many since their introduction in 2013. The vocal clarity is great, the build quality is excellent, and the Canadian manufacturing is a nice bonus. And the passive cooling design keeps everything silent and professional. Yes, they're expensive for a 10-inch powered speaker, I agree, but they don't feel like budget product in any way. Everything about them feels engineered for long-term reliability, and if I'm looking at how these look right now, they have been used a lot. They've held up really well, but with logos missing and a couple of scuffs over here, they're in good condition. I just don't know how used they are, to be honest. Before I wrap things up, guys, it is worth mentioning that the premium 10-inch powered speaker market is extremely competitive. If you're shopping at this price range, you're likely looking at options such as the QSE K10 series, the Yamaha DXR 10 series, Electro Voice EKX or ETX series, and various models from RCF Art series as well. Each of these speakers brings something different to the table. Some focus on maximum output, while some emphasize advanced DSP features, and others are known for their overall sound signature, sound quality, or portability. That's why I always encourage people to do their research before making any purchase. Think about how you'll actually be using the speaker. Are you primarily a singer, a solo performer, a DJ, a band musician? Do you value vocal clarity above everything else? Or are you looking for maximum volume and bass output? The PS10P definitely deserves a place in this conversation, but the best speaker for you will always depend on your specific needs and applications. But if vocal clarity is high on your priority list, I think the PS10P deserves consideration. And while there are plenty of excellent alternatives from QSC, Yamaha, RCF, Yorkville has created a speaker that can confidently stand alongside the best in this category. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Chris from the Sonic Spectrum. If you've used the Yorkville Parasource PS10P or rented them, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's have the conversation, guys. And as always, I will see you in the next one.